What's up guys, and welcome to day 14 of the 100 days run streak challenge. Today we're gonna see how to use a race predictor and why you should use it. Coming up. Before we dive into the topic of this video, quick update on the run streak. Today my weight is at 83.7, so it's slightly coming up since the last 2 days. I think it's mainly because yesterday I had a late dinner, and since I'm weighing myself every time I wake up, the measurement could be a little wrong because of this. So we'll see tomorrow if it goes down. Regarding the run of today, nothing changed. I ran my classic 10k with Margot this evening, and I did run it at a pretty low pace, mainly because I need to pace myself. I can feel now on my legs the 13 previous 10k run in 13 consecutive days, so I do need to pace myself a little bit and go through this phase where my body is adapting to running every single day. It's starting now to take its toll, but overall it was good. It's always a great time, always very enjoyable moments, and I'm always looking forward for this 1 hour each day where I can go out and have my little moments of running. Okay, so now let's dive into the race predictor topic. So far I've seen 3 types of people who use race predictor. There are people like me who are just curious about how this thing works. Obviously they are the PB or PR fan, the people who show their PB on all the Facebook groups and always asking you, oh, but how fast can you run a 10k? How fast are you going to half marathon? How fast is your fastest 5k, etc. And there's a third category of people who are using race predictors before they go to a race with a distance that they have never attempted before. So what a race predictor does is that basically you're gonna feed him with one of your PR. Let's say it's your 5k PR. Let's say your 5k PR is 30 minutes, and then it's gonna tell you, okay, so based on this PR, you should be able to run a 10k in X amount of time, or a half marathon in X amount of time, and marathon, etc, etc. It's basically just doing a prediction based on one of your PRs. So I thought for today, let's try to use one of the race predictors based on my PR, and we will see if it corresponds well and if I am within the average of the race prediction formula. So I'm gonna hop into my laptop now. So now that we are there, basically I've put on the left side my Strava profile. By the way, there is a link in the description if you guys want to follow me. So you can see here as my estimated best effort, those are the times that I've run the fastest for 1k, 1 mile, 5k, 10k, half marathon and marathon. On the right side of the screen I use the Sport Tracks race predictor. So basically what we're going to do here is that I'm going to try, let's say, with my 5k. So if I put 5k here, my 5k is 23 minutes and 4 seconds. Do like this, yep, and male. And now it's projecting what should be my time on, let's say, a 10k for instance. Okay, it's saying 48 minutes and 6 seconds on 10k. I'm slightly faster. It might mean that my 5k at 23 minutes might be a little low. I think I can probably do faster than this. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Okay, half marathon 1:46 and it's only 1:47. Okay, cool, interesting. I can probably work on my half marathon time, definitely. And it predicts the marathon in 4 hours and 4 minutes. Whoa, okay, so I kind of overachieved with this 3 hours and 52 minutes. Again, when I did run for the marathon, I was aiming for the fastest possible. For all of the other PBs here, I was never really aiming for the fastest time. Now let's try to do the same thing with my marathon time. Mainly because I feel like that's probably the one PB here on my Strava profile that reflects that is really a PB, because that's the only race I really went at it in the purpose of having the lowest time possible. So let's go and put 3:52 and 1 second. Okay, and that means that I should be able to run half marathon. Okay, so it actually went lower That's interesting. It does feel like if you enter a long distance, it kind of takes you as a long distance runner, and then it tends to project some lesser performance on short distances. That's why it's showing me a 5K in 24 minutes when I already know that I can do it with 1 minute less. Same thing for the 10K, 3 minutes that I've done better already. And same thing for the half marathon, which is like 4 minutes over my actual performance. Sometimes in races, you'll have departure groups. So let's say you register for a marathon. It might happen that they ask you to say, okay, which group do you want to depart in? And the departing group is going to be based on the time that you aim at finishing this marathon. So let's say that you aim at finishing the marathon in 4 hours. You're probably going to be in the group of between 4 hours and 4 hour 15 minutes. But the problem is that when it's your first time you're doing this distance, it's very hard to predict anything. So you can use one of those tools. Obviously, they are far from being 100% accurate. There's a lot of different elements that those predictors don't take into account. Like it says nothing here about elevation, about if the weather is good or not, if your nutrition is good, hydration, etc. All of those other factors could change a lot the condition and your performance on the race. But overall, if you have absolutely no idea, I think it's a good place to start. And also, if you just want to have some fun and just compare your results, go ahead. I'll put the link in the description for this predictor. It's totally free and it's always interesting to see it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you want a new video every single day about this RunStreak challenge plus tips and advice, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification button so you can be part of the journey as well. And until next time.